Hey guys, welcome back to Raid Shadow Legends. In today's video, I want to talk about something that has sort of consolidated my opinion on what new players or new accounts should do in the early game with summons, and it all has to do with that latest video they put out talking about the old fusions. And I have said in the past, ignore this account. I'm quitting this account. I can't deal with it anymore. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. But in general, new accounts, I used to say, you know, during the 2Xs, you know, early days, you can pop some summons. Then I sort of shifted into the mindset of download links and code champions were getting so strong that you didn't really need to do summons. My quote unquote main account at the moment, which is the one I started when Michelangelo was on Chase, that one I did not do summons for like, what was it, 2-3 months until Leonardo came, and I had no issues in progressing because we get so many good champions. And now I would say to anyone that is starting a new account, even with your campaign sacreds, maybe the 2 voids that you get on day 1, once you get to day 2, you get the 2x on voids, you can go ahead and pop them because they're not going to make a massive difference. But in terms of the sacreds, even your campaign sacreds from Brutal and Nightmare, and also, I think Hard's got one too. Yeah, Hard, Brutal, and Nightmare all have them. Any sacreds you get early, I would be saving on a new account. There is no way I would be spending them anymore because it feels like fusions have just got a bunch more value now, in my opinion. Once again, it's because we do have such strong download links with code champions. I'll leave a couple of them in the description as always. And who knows whether we get more fun stuff to play with at the anniversary of the game, which is like a week or 2 away. But yeah, because there's just so much good stuff that you have, you don't need to use your summons. You got enough characters to build already in the base roster, and saving those sacreds is going to be so valuable for when we go ahead and do fusions, because now fusions have become way more valuable in my opinion, especially for newer players. So let's bounce over here and take a look. I just want to first say, all these Argonauts that they showed, I swear the 3 of them could all be mythicals. Like, these give mythical vibes, and they all have like cool, like this guy's got the Cerberus on his shield.
Keep an eye out on our news and social media.
He looks like he could be mythical. He looks like Zeus, and he looks like he could be mythical. And then this guy's got Medusa on the shield, and he looks like he could be mythical. So, like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming there's not going to be like that many mythicals, but I have no idea what they're going to do with these champions because they all look absolutely insane in my opinion. I love the Argonauts faction. That's the first thing I want to say. Now they do go through a bunch of the other stuff in here, but the one that I wanted to highlight was over here when they talk about the fusion. So let's jump in at the end of this.
You guys,
take a listen.
Related to fusions. We're working on allowing you to change a current fusion champion with another champion that featured in a previous fusion or fragment event. Let's break down how it will work. First,
Now, they say fusion or fragment event, but I believe it was the guys were showing me in Discord, one of the other creators in the creator Discord that I'm not a part of. Apparently, they said it's only going to be for traditional fusions like this one, or mixed fusions where you get fragments for the epic and then do the epic. Apparently raw, raw fragment fusions where you just get fragments for the legendary. Apparently they won't be part of it, but once again, that's early days. We don't know 100%. But essentially what we're looking at here is as you do fusions, you will get a token. And as you get more tokens, you can then, if you see a fusion you don't like, you can swap it out with another fusion. So that means, like I said, on a newer account, saving those sacreds early on is going to be very important because the earlier you can start doing fusions, one, it's going to get you more good champions that you can use if they're decent fusions, but 2, it's going to get you extra tokens so that you can go for older fusions, which I think for, once again, for newer accounts, for new players, whether you're an alt account, I think that's just going to be the most value for your account over the long run, over, you know, just popping your summons on a 2x, once again, because we have such good starts in the game at the moment. But let's just bounce back over here.
You'll need fusion tokens
and take a look.
You can earn one of these every time you complete a fusion without changing the champion out. Once you have fusion tokens, you can change out fusion champions for the ones you've missed previously. Depending on the
And so obviously they're going to have different costs, and you know, the better ones you're going to want to use, you know, the more of for. But if you just look at some of the champions that we can get in here, like Titus obviously is going to be huge. Wixwell, if you get both of them, going to be huge. Once again, it's going to take a long time to get there, but it's one of those ones where once you eventually get to that, you know, if you get Crocad and you have Packmaster, like we got Pythion, who's like just generally solid as well. There's Nut down there. There's honestly just a bunch of good champions. We got Armand's there. I'm sure Fabian should be there as well. We got Brogny or whatever his name is. There's just a lot of good champions there, but they're going to cost you 3. So you'd have to complete 3 other fusions, then see a fusion you don't want, and then change the fusion you don't want into one of these guys. On my main account, I would love to get Sir Nick because I pulled Noel. That would be an insane one for me personally. I would love to go ahead and get Sir Nick just for that purpose. But then we got some 2-costers over here as well.
And changing to them will require.
And who have we got here? Like even there, you got like Mad Hatter, you got Tholan as well, you got Bloody Mary, who I really liked as well. We got Razzlevarg, who is available as a code champion at the moment as well. So you got some solid ones in there as well. Do we see? Oh wait. Let's see if we can. Honestly, they must be bad because I'm not too sure who those characters are just off seeing the top of their heads. So that is what we are looking at. But once again, I just think that this is honestly a fantastic, like, it's just a great change in my opinion for newer players to be able to get some of those older champions. If you want to, you know, if you're a bit later on, by the time you've done 3 fusion and another one comes around when you've got enough saved, maybe you're at that stage of looking to advance a little bit in your live arena. Then you can get someone like Fabian or Armand, and, you know, then you've got a good champion to help you progress through there. If you're trying to look to any of the other aspects, whether it be Chimera, whether it be, Hydra, like any of those aspects, you can start to look and see, well, okay, if I get a gap of a champion that I'm not too keen on, now I can go ahead and target one of those older ones, which I think is really damn cool. Now, another thing I was talking with people about would be, it would be so cool if Raid did a thing where they just made, like, say, you know, old collaboration champions. So let's just say someone like Leonardo, for instance. It would be cool if they would make a Leonardo, but it's like a completely different character. It could be a human character, not a turtle, but it just has the same effective skills as Leonardo, so that people could still get these guys after the fact. They just wouldn't have the appearance of the turtles. I feel like that's a good workaround for getting around the IP issues. I don't know whether Raid would ever do that because maybe they don't make as much money on the characters anyway because people know they're going into the pool, something like that. I don't know, but I think that would be a really cool thing to expand on moving forward. But yeah, that's everything I want to talk about. I think for new players, even the sacreds you get from campaign, even on the 2x on day 1, unless you're re-rolling to get a legendary off of those, obviously if you're re-rolling, by all means. But if you're not re-rolling and you're actually just playing an account, I highly recommend saving even those sacreds and getting the stockpile up as soon as possible so you can get into the mix of doing fusions as soon as possible, because now you've got the benefit of, even if there is a bad fusion in the future, you will have the chance to turn it into a good fusion for yourself. So I think that's an absolutely fantastic change. But as I mentioned at the start here, I am going to be quitting this account. I think I will give it another day. I've burnt another probably 1,500 energy trying to get myself a spirit host. You can see we've got 3 more greybeards here, and I still don't have a spirit host. That's like at least 4,000 energy that I have put into it now, trying to get that spirit host without any luck. So now I'm at the point where I'm not... My dog's just somehow walked into my room. Okay, my dog's come in fretting. He must be a storm outside. Like, I had no idea what's going on there. He's opened the door somehow. But anyway, I've completely lost my train of thought. Wait. This is my big puppy. His name's Maverick. Good boy. Anyway, yes, this account, yeah, it's cooked. I can't get Spirit Host. I've basically thrown 1200, 1500 energy in the bin. I'm thinking we got all this stuff coming with the anniversary and stuff. I know that they're going to be buffing in March, Harvest Jack. Maybe we do something with that. Maybe we go back to the Raspberry. I don't know, but this account is just like doing my head in. So I'll give it another day. If we don't get Spirit Host, I'm dropping it. Plus, if we happen to get any way to get a Primal, or if we get any fun new stuff with the anniversary, we'll be having some fun there. But anyway, just wanted to update you guys. Like, it has been ridiculous. I think we were up to 14 or 15 Greybeards without a single Spirit Host. My God. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up now. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.